Hope you're all doing well. I know I've been absent from any activity on my channel for a better part of the year now. Just been dealing with some uh, personal stuff, um, and all the while just continuing to do my best to maintain my faith and my trust in God and uh, seeking Him and staying true to His Word. Um, like I said, I know I've been absent for a while now. Haven't really made much use of this channel for some time. And not that I hadn't wanted to, it's just, like I said, there's been some personal stuff going on, and some of it having to do with what's been going around about autism for a while now. As many of you know, I have Asperger syndrome, or what it's commonly known as these days as autism spectrum disorder. And I've been also posting vlogs about my about living with Asperger's, sharing from the heart, as I've titled the vlogs, and doing each vlog touching on an area here and there, and I know I have a lot more ground to cover, but I guess I've just been letting what's been going on about what's been going on about everything that's been said about autism recently just kind of get the better of me, just taking it personally, even though I've been doing my best not to. Um, and I know I'm probably not the only one who's been kind of frustrated about it. That is, not the only one on the autism spectrum. Um, you know, I still want to do these vlogs. I'm not saying that I'm going to stop doing that. It's just that, this has been kind of making it hard, you know, um, kind of letting it, you know, um, uh, interfere with my passion to do this, to put this out there so that people would understand, that people would get to know me better, and what I have and how I live with it and how I deal with it, um, and how people can be more understanding and possibly accommodating. Um, and, I know that, um, I mean, I get that people want to, find an explanation for everything. And, even finding an explanation about what causes autism, and, you know, what occurs with the brain. Um, and I just think that, people are, trying to make too much out of, trying to normalize everything, trying to, um, wanting everyone to be on board with this sense of normalcy, if you will, as if, we're not supposed to appreciate differences anymore. Um, Even those who are born with physical handicaps, and they didn't ask to be born that way, that's something that they can't control. I mean, they learn to live with it. They learn to how to, live their life while adjusting, adapting to those handicaps, to those differences. And, that's what makes us special. That's what makes us unique. And yes, we may have our struggles at times, we may have our hardships, and it can be frustrating. But again, just still appreciating the uniqueness of it all. And, all of us are, different masterpieces, different masterpieces that God has made. And I think, we just lose sight of that because, again, many just wanting everyone to be on this bandwagon of just being normal, whatever that means. So I just wanted to put this out there. And again, just doing my best to work through this and pray through it. And again, trusting in God and looking to Him, for He is our source of strength, our source of peace and comfort. And, He knows our hearts. And most of all, our worth, our validity is found in Him and in Him alone. Not in this world, not in what anyone else says or what anyone else dictates or thinks. And, I know my own mind. I mean, God knows who I am. He knows my heart, and He knows me even better than I know myself. But I also know myself, and I know my own mind, and no one else can dictate that for me. So, anyways, I just want to say, thanks to all of you who still subscribe to my channel, who are still hanging in there and bearing with me through all this. And Lord willing, I may do a couple of songs for Christmas next month. We'll see what happens. And I just also want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. And Lord bless each and every one of you. Blessings to everyone out there. And take care. And I will talk to you next time. God bless.